Piss me off. Right, that one number in. Number 217. Or A217. Cherry Blossom Pink. Okay. Ooh, 218. I nearly got it first time. So now we're moving into the pinks and purples. There we have it. I don't think this is the one. Let's have a look. No, it's not. I mean, it's not great. I mean, they're the two. I don't know if you can see it. So that's the one I'm doing now. But the two that are the problem are the two that you can't even really see them. Look, those two there. But we shall make it work. Let's get my beverage on the go. I'm running out of vitamins. Okay. Enough messing. It's not the best light. We'll deal with it. I'm not going to lie, this is not a good pen. Can I move? yeah, not the best. All right, Dad, mate, how's it going? Yeah, not so bad, just winding down. One of the not so fantastic colours I'm working on today, Cherry Blossom Pink. This reminds me of one of the earlier colours that I used to work with. but it's going okay. I managed to finish the where's my tissue? Managed to block in all the main bits of the drawing I've been working on, so that's good. Have you had a good day? Just give me 1 minute. I've just got to go and sort a light outside. Right, I'll be... Bear with me for 2 minutes. I will be back. Okay, right, sorry about that. I had to go and change a light bulb. Okay. Not so much fun. Find any anything interesting down there? Any goblins? Excuse me. massive spiders. Yeah, the missus is sorting out something in the cupboard, and the light at the top of the stairs has gone, so I had to go and do that. Which is annoying, because it seems to be I only ever get calls, messages and things to do whenever I start streaming. It is getting annoying. But it's done now. I almost wasn't going to do this stream. I was still going to do something. I almost was going to carry on with my other drawing on TikTok, because I really want to crack on with that, but I thought, no, I'll have a break from it and carry on. I'll do a bit of the weekend maybe. Shit, innit? Yeah, look at it. This isn't even the worst one. This isn't the worst one, like at the start of the stream before you came in. So I want to actually put them on paper to see what they look like. The one I'm working on now is this one. Right? The stream's behind a second, it's annoying. So then there's one after it. That one's slightly better. But then these two. Look at the state of that. I mean, that one is at A187, you can kind of see, but that one, I mean, what is the point of that? Like, it's not, is it A198? But I am determined. Yeah, this one. This one here. But I am determined to get a drawing out of it. It will be a very quick one, so I might do both of them back to back. Is it A149, that one? No, A187. So these two. I might do them back to back just to get them done. A217 is the right one. Yeah. A187, A198. And here, do you want to see what they look like? There. That's what it looks like on the tin, these two. The one I'm doing now is that one at the top. But those two. That's a shite. Like, there's some really good pinks, like the next one I'm doing. In fact, no, that one's crap. But these ones here, they're good. Oops. Them three there, they're good ones. But yeah, the next, we're in kind of a a bit of a shit spree the next few. I mean, this one's not so bad. I mean, the very early yellow ones were a bit similar to this, where you couldn't really see them, but the stream series is called Drawing with Every Pen I Have, so that is what I shall do. I mean, hopefully we'll come back around to the blues. Yeah, and that little square with the number next to it, that is the only thing I've used to draw with those two pens. That's it. I may have used this one in a drawing, I'm not sure, I might have done, but those two that I showed you, no. They are absolutely brand new. There's nothing I've drawn with those two. It's absolute bullshit in it. Yeah, if you think this pink is bad, oh, you've seen nothing yet. In a way, I'm kind of looking forward to drawing with it because I just think it'll be funny. Extra mature cheddar. I had some extra mature cheddar earlier, Gray. It was delicious. Divine. Your consistent comments probably drive actually more views to my channel than I give you credit for. Weapon in you. Don't forget to drop a like, Graham. You cheesy bastard. Like and subscribe. I was in the middle of... Sorry, I got a nosebleed, now I'm back with... Jesus, you alright? What's happened? My missus she doesn't anymore, but she used to get nosebleeds just out of the blue. I think my daughter's had one as well. Like, just out of the blue, is it? Got too excited. I was going to say something and I forgot. Yeah, I was in the middle of watching Ghostbusters 2. And then whilst I was eating my dinner, and I thought, yeah, I've got to charge my phone up and prep for the stream. About halfway through it. I actually think it's genuinely a really underrated sequel. It seemed to get a lot of hate, but I think it's really good. Lots and lots of fun. Yeah, I did. I saw the second one before I saw the first one. I thought it was really good. Absolutely loved the first one as well. But yeah, it was whilst I was watching that I thought, because I really want to crack on with. I don't think you've seen. I've covered the whole page now, but I don't think you've seen it. And I love the fact that I finished it, and I thought, I really want to carry on with this. And I nearly put out a notice saying, do you know what, I'm going to carry on with this drawing on TikTok. But I thought, no, it's too short notice. I'll just crack on with this one. And I even considered streaming the detail of that picture on YouTube as well. I did consider it, but I thought, no, just stick to your schedule. Annie, what's up, man? Good to see you. Do you know what? Annie was one of the reasons why I decided not to carry on with it, because I thought, it's not fair on Annie. Like, if he misses out on a stream on a Friday, I thought that's not really fair. And I just think it's important to just keep, like, if you've got a schedule, just be consistent with it. Do you know what I mean? No, I was just saying, Annie, that because I've been really getting stuck into the original piece that I've been doing, I really wanted to carry on with it, but I thought no, it was like I was only thinking about it like half an hour before I was meant to do this streamer, but I thought, oh, I really want to crack on with it, with the drawing that I'm doing. But I just thought no, it's too short notice, and you know, you've got a schedule that you've kind of worked on and been consistent with, so just keep doing that. And because I know you can't watch my streams on TikTok, I thought no, you know, and you know, you're here like every Monday and Friday. I thought no, but you know, it's not fair on Annie if, you know, he wants to come in on a Friday and chill out with the gang, and I've decided at the last minute to go on TikTok. It's because I got it finished. Or sorry, I got the page covered. So I was like, yes, so it gave me like a real sort of, you know, boost to carry on with it. I just really wanted to crack on. I thought, no, just stick a couple of hours on it at the weekend or something. No, that's what I mean. Like, because I remember you saying you used VPN before, but you said it was just a pain in the ass. Like, it doesn't really work properly, and I just thought, nah. And I've like had a few new followers on TikTok, and they said they'd check out the stuff I'm doing over here. So just keep it consistent. Yeah, I don't ever like I'll post updates when I'm coming live on YouTube, like on my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. But when I live stream on TikTok, I don't put any notice of that anywhere. Oh, that's cool. I've got a browser inbuilt VPN, but I don't think it does anything. Like, I've tried to use it on the streaming services, but I don't think it does piss all, to be honest. But yeah, YouTube chat show up fast. All right, nice one. Yeah, I know. Was it Firefox used to do one, but they don't do it anymore. And I've tried looking for VPNs as well, but it's always like you've got to subscribe to them for X amount of pounds a month, and it's like, no, I'm not fussed enough about American Netflix to pay like 10 quid a month for NordVPN or whatever the hell it is. But yeah, when I stream, what I tend to do is I'll try and get like maybe an hour or two in the afternoon, so between 12 and 2. I'll do a stream, and then it's always between 5 and 6 I'll do a few hours. I did a 3.5 hour stream yesterday just to finish blocking in that picture. That was a long ass stream. But I wanted to have it finished before yesterday because I knew I wasn't going to get back on. Until Saturday or Sunday, but more than likely probably Tuesday. Yeah, I know DuckDuckGo browser. Yeah. Oh, I'd love a sponsor for the channel. Any new games? Nope. No new games for me. Just the same old. Same old, same old. I did show my son a clip of Burnout 3 because I used to love playing Burnout Revenge. I said it was a clip from Burnout 3, but Burnout 3 and Revenge look pretty much the same. And it really made me want to set up my Xbox 360 again. I've got so many games for that console that I've not played. So instead of new games, what I'm going to try and do is find time to finish a load of old games that I've not started. Tekken 8 demo. I'm not massive on beat 'em ups. I used to love Killer Instinct, the original one for the SNES. I got really good at that. Mortal Kombat was fun for the kind of silly gore value, but the new ones I'm not massively fussed about. I was never a fan of Tekken. I think I played the second one. Thought it was alright actually, but there was one as well. Was it on the PS1 where there was a little mini game where you kicked a beach ball back and forth to each other? I can't remember which one that one was. Yeah, beat 'em ups never massively piqued my interest. Street Fighter 2, actually, I loved Street Fighter 2. I tell a lie there. I thought Street Fighter 2 was actually amazing. I love that game. And Capcom versus SNK, I really liked. I thought that was good. So I am talking up my ass a little bit there. I actually do like some beat 'em ups. What a beat 'em ups. Like I said, I loved the original Killer Instinct. I really enjoyed. I actually was pretty good at that. I got to the final boss, Idol, on the hardest difficulty set, and I think there were 6 or 7 stars, and I finished it on every difficulty up until the last one. But I couldn't beat. I'd get to like so close to beating Idol, and then he'd like kick me across the room and recharge, and it sent me fucking loopy. How she likes to date old people born in the 90s. That's depressing. That's so depressing. Old people in the 90s. There's a funny, you just reminded me there, there's a funny TikTok, I forget the name of the channel again, but what they do, I'm assuming it's a guy, they'll get clips of, like, you know, you see these kind of like vox pop type things of guys going up to girls, what's your biggest ick? And these girls, they're usually, I don't know, like between 18 and 25, I guess. And they'll say what their biggest ick is. And he then stops it and adds it to a list, and he's up to about 300. And they start off like as basic things like, I don't know, like lives at his parents' house still. And it's like, right, okay, fine. But then they just get really obscure. I think one of them said, if one of them gets hit by a slow-moving vehicle, I think was one of them. And I just thought that's actually, it's funny but depressing at the same time. It's like she did that calling young letter. So glad I don't have to date in this day and age. Fucking hell. It just annoyed me. Like someone would. I'd just be rubbish at it for a start. Weird since working while living with parents or just living with. Yeah, it's mad that, isn't it? Like different cultures. I think I was 25 when I moved out. A mixtape. It's like you should have a threshold. Give a woman a cassette and a pencil and say, right, if you know the connection to this, then we can be friends at least. If you don't know the connection, how these two are connected, then no, move on. That's a measure of a proper woman, that is. That's the test. If you can connect these two things, we're off to a good start. Recording the top 40. Them's were the days. Oh, I'm so glad it's the weekend, boys. So happy. Apple strudel. Try to get the broadcast as well. Yeah. Well, that was the mega hit from Eiffel 65. I'm a blue dabba dee balladon. My own voice from when I was 2. That's the only thing that remains of me from that time. I'm a proper nostalgia merchant. I love reminiscing about the 90s and noughties. Such a happy time of my life. I don't know, I was kind of moving from... I was a bit of a weird mix. Like, me and my friends from college always say the reason why we're so close is because we were all like a weird mix of stuff. Like, we love football, but we hated chavs. Like, that was the sport associated with them. And we all loved sort of punk and rock music, so it was kind of a weird mix of stuff that we all liked. We loved films, games, football, sport, but we never fit into any sort of one group. We were kind of a weird mix of like a load of stuff. Yeah, the noughties for me were mainly college and uni. From 2001 till 2007. College was like one of the best times I ever had in my life. But after the sort of 2010s were a bit tricky. They were good and bad. You're a bit younger than us, aren't you? Oh, sorry. I've just remembered you told me on Monday it's uni. Oh, forgive me. Wholeheartedly agreed, Anhand. That's what I've always tried to sort of teach my kids, is like, don't ever sort of let people try and stop you from being who you are. Like, like my daughter's quite quite a typical sort of girly girl, like she likes dresses, princesses. And I said to her, don't let anyone ever tell you that that's not okay. Like if that's what you, if that's who you are, that's what you're into, that's what you love. I said it's fine, but be you. That's the most important thing. Don't do stuff to follow your mates. Of course, you could be a good friend and be a good kid and stuff, but... Thank you. If I'm calling you Uni. It's a shame because I actually quite like this drawing. It's just a shame the colours of it shite. Yeah, the thing is that the colour itself, this is probably the lightest their colours should go, I think. But like I said, the other two are just... I don't even know what you do with them. The light's not fantastic, by the way. Yeah, my... Don't be annoying. Come on. Yeah, it's a bit further away than it normally is. There you go, that should be a little bit better now. Yeah, hopefully the light's a little bit better on it, because it was a bit further away before. But yeah, I don't mind the drawing. I quite like it. Yeah, that's why I think it will be funny, because it's one of those rare occasions where I think sometimes, just sometimes you can blame your tools. Like, the hell are you supposed to do with those two colours? Answers on a postcard. Cinnamon bun. Sounds good. Right, where do I need to... Cinnamon burn. Right, where do I need to go with this? Top left, I think. Small business round here. Oh shit, yeah. Thank you, Dead Hand. Oh my god, what a dick. Not you, me. I'm going to put it... I'm going to put it here, I think. What was it? A217. How did I do my sevens? I think I remember how. But I am going to double check. Oh, it was like that. The first one was a... I've only done 1 7. That was the very first drawing. That is the only 7 that I've done. That's what I mean, you can't really see it. The very first one. And I remember live streaming that on Twitch. Oh, the only one that I've actually done. Yeah. So, a 217. Thank you for reminding me, Dead Hand. Yeah, there have been a few near misses with the old members. Damn, my whole last laptop crashed. Ooch. 300 hours. There's a friend of mine who his favourite game, oh, I don't know if it's his favourite game necessarily, but the game he's put most hours into is Civilization 4. No, Civilization 5, I think. And it's the most amount of hours I know of. Oh, I don't know, my cousin with Warframe could be close to this, actually. What's the game with the most amount of hours? I think mine's the 2 Point Hospital. It's like 100 and something. Like, it's the only game I've got above 100 as well. But yeah, my cousin, he's well into Warframe. I couldn't really get into it. It weren't my thing. So the game I've got highest hours is... Oh no, sorry, it is 2 Point Hospital, but it's 90 hours. Payday 2's next with 88, and then Halo Master Chief Collection is 72. So I've not even got a game of 100 hours yet. Right, when it comes to my friends, there's 2 contenders for this. So my cousin... I'm sure it's Warframe. Okay, right. I think he might be the winner here. Where is he? Right, I make G-Funk. Right, okay, no, he's second. My cousin's the winner. Right, so that your amount absolutely pisses on my cousin and my mate. That's insane. 22,000 hours. 200 in cities. That's decent. Jesus. So, well, I'll tell you my mates, which I thought this was impressive. So my mate, it's on Civilization 5, it's 1,000... 778, and then my cousin on Warframe has got 2,179. 700 on Payday. I used to play Payday 2 with him a lot. And 500, and then it's like 500 on Terraria. Terraria is one that I've always wanted to get into, but I don't know what it is with games that require a lot of time. I just don't think... I don't know what it is. I just kind of drift off them. I'd say the game I've probably got the most amount of hours on ever is probably Perfect Dark, I would say. If that would be my guess. I'm not going to include Warzone because that's just me hanging out with my mates. That's not really me playing a game. That's just me pissing about with my friends. That's not... I don't really count that. I'd say Perfect Dark. The original one on the N64. I used to spend ridiculous amounts of time in that game. Pro Evo 6 would be close. Maybe. I used to spend obscene amounts of hours in that game. Time Splitters Future Perfect would be another one. Basically, the PlayStation 2, the N64, PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360, they're the consoles I'd spend the most amount of hours on games on. By far, I would say. Includes their non... Oh, okay. It's only 13,000 hours. That's mental. That is absolutely mental. Yeah, I haven't even broken 100 hours on anything yet. What's my City Skylines? City Skylines is... No, is it that high? I don't think it is. I think it might be only be in the 20s. And I thought that was quite high for me. Papers, Please was 42 hours, but that's because I 100%ed it. GTA 5 is 60. San Andreas 48. But I've played through that twice, I think. 30 for Doom. Half-Life 2 was 28, but I've 100%ed that. Portal 2, 25 hours. Bioshock Remastered, 20 hours. Batman Arkham Asylum, I love that game. Absolutely love that game. 11 hours on City Skylines. That's it. 11 poxy hours. Oh, Dead Hand, a man after my own heart. That is my favourite racing game of all time. Yes. That was one of my OG PS2 games, that. I've got like a holy grail of my PS2 games that I used to spend just ridiculous amounts of time on. So it was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, Need for Speed Underground 2, GTA Vice City and San Andreas, Pro Evo 6, what was the other one? Spider-Man 2, and then Guitar Hero came along, and then just... I mean, Guitar Hero 2 would probably have a lot of hours on it. I love Need for Speed Underground that much that because I never finished it. I think I got to like the last bit, and then like I had to like, kind of like move out from uni, so I never got a chance to properly finish it. And then I downloaded a PS2 emulator, and I actually finished it. Need for Speed Underground 2 is sensational. That's such a good game. Riders on the Storm. Arguably musical peak as well, because it was when like the best hip hop and the best sort of rock were together, and everybody liked like the best rock and best hip hop. Like it was almost like a hands across the aisle, like rap fans and rock fans kind of shaking hands, like, yeah, we're at the top of the game here. Because you'd always have the rap stuff in the menus and then the rock tracks in game. Like a dog without a bone, master on the road, riders on the storm. Oh, do you know what? The PS2 is genuinely... I mean, there's a reason it sold the most consoles in history. There's a reason for it, because its library was absolutely stacked. It was so good. It's why it made absolutely no sense why Nintendo pissed the bed and just burnt all the bridges for third party. It's like, what are you doing? Oh, yeah. Need for Speed. What a game. I thought Tiger Woods 2004 was amazing as well. I'd spent ages on that. Riders on the Storm. I should show you all the games I've got. You'd love that. Like a dog with and I remember the cars I used to get as well. I always went the same route with my cars. I'd start off with the Audi. No, not the Audi. The Peugeot. I'd start off with the Peugeot 106, was it? Then I'd upgrade to the Audi A3. Then I'd upgrade to the Mitsubishi Eclipse. And then I'd upgrade to the Mitsubishi GTO, I think it was. They were the 4 cars that I'd use. And then I'd just go and win everything with that GTO. It was insane. And all the custom paint jobs that you could... Oh, it was such a good game. I want it all. That was when I first discovered Rise Against as well. I want it all. And it was around the time where, unfortunately, the band we don't speak anymore of was on a lot of soundtracks too. And it is a real shame, because as much as that man is an absolute cunt of a human being, his band did have some absolute bangers back in the day. We're proper... That's honestly, best time for music was probably Or it's certainly up there at least anyway. Sort of not video game naughties video game soundtracks. Most Wanted. I never played Most Wanted. I think I've got a couple of extra GTA NFS games, but Mazda. The RX, was it the RX-7? I think I did use the RX-8 a few times, which was good, but the RX-7 was like the ultimate drift machine, wasn't it, the RX-7? Ding ding ba-ding, bing, boom, 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 ba-ding, bing, ba-ding, bing, 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 ba-ding, bing. I'm just looking up there now. In fact, I think I actually put my games front and centre. That's my favourite ones. Oh, X-Men Legends, yeah, here we go. Yeah, I did. I put them all front and centre. So Pro Evo, Need for Speed, Tony Hawk's, X-Men Legends. Oh, James, 007 Everything or Nothing, that was amazing. SSX3, that was another one. Time Splitters Future Perfect. Spider-Man 2, yep. There they are. All at the front. There you go. They were the games that I played religiously. Still got my copy of Need for Speed Underground 2. And there's Vice City. Yeah, that is a hell of a game, by the way. That was so good, that game. And that is in my top 5 games of all time, that game. Same devs as Perfect Dark. Yeah, Vice City, Spider-Man 2. That's Spider-Man 2. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Incredible game. San Andreas is there somewhere as well. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. And there's my original copy of San Andreas. So me and my mate, we queued up outside Game in Swansea for an hour to get that, and I've still got the original. I think it came with a bandana and a guidebook as well. But yeah, they were my. That's just a fraction of my PS2 games, by the way. The thing is, PS2 games you can get them for dirt cheap. Like if you go to CEX or I don't think Game have them in anymore. But there's one called Cool Spot where I live, and it's been around for eons. Like it's been around since I've moved here. It's the only sort of independent game shop that survived in Donny. And that you can get the PS2 games, because they weren't that rare. Like all the proper brilliant games, all the ones that I've showed you, you can pick them up for just a few quid because they're not like rare games. They're just great games that were heavily available. Like it's not like the GameCube where like a copy of Luigi's Mansion's like 70 quid or something ridiculous like that. Yeah, I'd say that's probably about less than a quarter of my PS2 games. No, about a quarter. Yeah, about a quarter, I'd say. I don't know how many that was. I've probably got about 50. Between 40 and 50 PS2 games. But a lot of it's just hand-me-downs. Like, I had a mate who stopped playing his PS2. So he just asked me if I wanted all his games. So I've got a couple of doubles, but yeah, like X-Men Legends. I love those games. I'm not finished. I'm just sticking it here, just so it's done. It's the same with my Xbox games as well. I've got about maybe 50 Xbox. Maybe no, not that many. Maybe 40. 30 to 40 Xbox. But yeah, I reckon you'd be able to get a load of decent PS2 games for not that much. They weren't... Like, they mainly go for a couple of quid. And I'll always still pick them up. Like, I always pick up... If ever I see, like, a Guitar Hero game on my Xbox 360, it'll go for, like, 2 quid. So I'll be like, yeah, I'll have it. Just have a look at some other drawings just to see. My children are annoying each other again. Oh, what the fuck? Really? Yeah, I never kept up with a lot of Need for Speed. I think because I started getting into Forza. So for the Forza Motorsport games, like I think I've got 2, 3 and 4. And 5, actually. They were kind of the closest thing to the Underground games, where it's like a big open world. You go to different spots and do different races with the cars and locations and stuff. So I didn't really bother with any other games. I do still really like... There was Forza Motorsport 3, which I loved. I remember, well, like, my goal was to finish the entire... sort of every single race, but there's a lot of them. But yeah, like I say, not because I thought the NFS games were rubbish. It's just because, like, I found a different race series that was similar to Need for Speed, so I just kind of went for that. But I have heard a lot of them are decent. Yeah, I do want to check out a lot of other games, though. Yeah, I might set up my Xbox 360 at the weekend. Crack out some old games. The problem with the PlayStation 2 is it looks like shit on modern televisions. There is something called, I think it was called an M cable, where there was like almost like a graphics enhancer inside the USB cable. It's like £100 or £110. So it upscales PlayStation 2 games and games of that era, like PS1 and 64 games. Because, like, I've tried playing PS2 games and N64 games on like, you know, modern 4K televisions, and it's just... That's why you kind of have to use emulators, because it's disgusting. I mean, I have got a remaster of Ocarina of Time, but like any other game, it's just a bit... There's a few games in the Rare collection that they've got, like Blast Corps and Conker's Bad Fur Day. They're okay because they've kind of kept it like at a proper 4:3 ratio, like with the black borders on the side, so it looks not as bad, and they've cleaned it up a bit. But if you plug your actual PS2 in, or your 64, or PS1 is the grossest. But yeah, PS2 just it's kind of weird. PlayStation 2, it almost looks a bit misty, like there's almost like a slight fog over the games. It's kind of strange. Xbox 360 still looks okay. You can't play the Guitar Hero games on modern televisions anymore because it doesn't sync up right. There's a delay. And you can't... Like, I know there's like... on the Guitar Hero games, you can synchronize the sound and the picture, but it never ever lines up because one of them's always out. So, like, if you sync up the sound, the visuals are off. Like, on modern televisions, it just doesn't work. So I had to install Clone Hero. Which I love playing. I love playing Clone Hero. But again, I don't get massive amounts of time to play it. Oh, I'm really in the mood to play some old games that I used to play now. Fear, yeah. I've got that's another couple of games I've got on Steam that I never got around to playing. I think I've briefly played Fear 3, which I enjoyed. But looking at all my games here, so if I go to my library, and I remember spending ages categorising all my games as well. Some FPSs. Where are you? Action Adventure. Yeah, I've got them all. There you go. Fear. Oh no, yeah. Fear, Extraction Point, Fear, Perseus Mandate, and Fear 3. I don't have Fear 2, weirdly. I've got so many. The Ball, Bioshock. I've played Bioshock like 3 times. Still haven't played Bioshock Infinite. I've got all the... Well, not all of them. I suppose I've got the newest one. Deus Ex Human Revolution, Doom, Far Cry 3, Final Doom. I've got all the Half-Lives. Mirror's Edge is a great game. I love that game. Hard Reset, I never played that. Painkiller was good. Never played Rage. I've not played any of my Serious Sam games. I only played Shadow Warrior at Eurogamer when it was unveiled. System Shock 2. Singularity was good. Wolfenstein The New Order. I need to play that. Unreal Tournament. But then if I look in all the games I haven't categorised, The Darkness 2, Doom 3 BFG Edition, Dying Light, Halo Infinite. I have Halo Infinite. Oh, it's only the multiplayer. The Messenger, I forgot I bought that. Oh, I've wanted to play that for so long. Oh, I'm playing that. Stellaris, I forgot I had that. Time Shift, that was really good. I played that on my Xbox. That was good. I don't know why I've bought it on here. Unless, did I finish it on here? Why did I buy it on here if I had it on... Unless I bought it on here first, but then my PC died and I got it on Xbox or something. I don't fucking know. Watch Dogs as well, I need to play that. Oh, I'm really in the mood to play games now. Sorry, I don't care who's watching. I'm looking at my Steam list. Yeah, I didn't buy games on sale. I think the last sale the Christmas one just gone is I think it's the first time I bought a game on Steam for about 5 years. And it was The Messenger and Watch Dogs, because I really wanted to play Watch Dogs, but Ubisoft, I couldn't remember my sign-in for my Ubisoft thing, and I think I paid like £2 on it on there. Is it Uplay? And after they just announced that whole get used to not owning your games, they can go fuck themselves as far as I'm concerned. I'm not using them ever again. But yeah, God, so many games that I'm like, oh, I really want to play that. I got Dredge just before Christmas. That's a good game. Yeah, I remember you saying about Dredge. I'll have to have a look at that. Nice haircut. What, me? Did I accidentally put my head in? Oh. Do 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 do. I remember Don't Starve. I never played it, but I remember sort of seeing it when it came out. Had my PS2 and the bastard sold. Yeah, PS2 is, I think, is it around about 30, 35? I may have a second PS2 dead hand, you know. Do you know what I am gutted at? And this is my own fault. My siblings chipped in to get me the silver PS2 for Christmas one year. I absolutely adored that thing. And I played it to death, but I broke it, not intentionally. So one of the games I've got is Taito Classics, which is an emulator. And what I did, like an absolute dickhead, so this thing here, because one of my favourite games in the world was Rainbow Islands, that thing there, I used to play that so much as a kid, on the Amiga, and that as well, New Zealand Story, that one. Completely accidentally, like an arsehole, I ejected the game before I turned it off, and it brutalised. Because it's like, it's a blue back disc, because it's emulators on it. It's a bit of a receipt as well. Game station where I used to work, look. So, when was this? Yeah, look, I sold Pro Evo and got Taito Legends, so nothing to pay. And when was this? Wow. Where's the date there? 26th of January 2011. Holy shit. That's when I got that. What's this receipt? Oh, that's when I bought my PS3. In 2000, yeah, a few days before 2011, I bought a PS3. And I got 30 quid off it. No, I got 40 quid off it because I used points on the gift card and trades it. God, Game Station was amazing. flipping 8 game for ruining that store. That was such a good shop. Yeah, sucks, man. It was my own fault. Like, it wasn't... Like, it's such a crap way for your PlayStation to die. Like, your own stupidity. Because that's how it went. My own stupid fault. Just completely forgot to turn it off before I took the disc out. And any other game, any other regular PlayStation 2 game, if I'd done that, it would have been fine. It would have been absolutely fine. But because it was an emulated disc, it messed it up somehow. Absolutely gutted. I mean, I've got one of the slim PS2s and it's great. I'm pretty sure I've got a chunky PlayStation 2. If I find it, Dad, and I'll send it to you. I'm almost positive I still have one. Because I'd already had the PlayStation Slim. I got that for nothing. But my mate, one of my friends who had a chunky PlayStation 2, he just didn't play it. So he gave it to me. He said, you may as well have it. And my intent was to trade it, but it wasn't worth anything by the time he gave it to me. So I thought, fuck it, I may as well just keep it. But I'm sure I still have it. If I do have it, it's literally been sat there collecting dust for about 8 years. I'll send it your way. And if I have any games doubled up, I'll send them your way as well. I'm sure I might have a couple. I'm kind of rushing through this now because I really want to play games. I just ordered one. 32, that's not bad actually. Yeah, they've always been pretty reasonably priced, PS2s. N64s used to be. They used to be about 35 quid. I remember I think it was like one of the clear plastic ones, which I thought was bang on, but I bet they're absolute fortunes now. I think they might be about 80 quid now because of the demand of them. Like retro gaming consoles have gone up in demand. I've got an original PS1, which a mate sent me. I've got the PS1 Slim as well. Still got my 360. It's my original black 360 that I got with a phone contract, and it still works. But believe me when I say to you is that when I worked at Game Station, you better believe I took advantage of that. Oh my days, did I take advantage. That's why I was able to get so many games and so many consoles, because I paid so little for them. The price of a PS2 here is so absurd that I'd rather buy a PS5 for just 100. So what? That would make a PS2 what? £300? £300? Because what's a PS5? No, it's not that. PS5 is what? 400 odd quid, is it? Where are you in here? Are you India? That's rupees, right? Rupee. I'm sure India's rupees, isn't it? But yeah, PS2s, I've always been like a good price to get hold of one. I know PS3s are worth absolutely fuck all now. PS5 650. That's mental. So what? A PS2 would be what? 350, 450? Well, $100 difference. It'd be what? That's insane. $450 to $550. That's nonsense. Apparently in Japan, I don't know if this is still the case now. I did read that you can still buy SNESes and Mega Drives and stuff. Like new. I don't know if that's the case now. This was a few years ago. Like they still sell them. Obviously they're discontinued here, but like if you go to the right places, you can still buy original ones. Like I still have my original SNES. I'd love to reskin it. 420 for a bit. That's fucking nonsense. That is so bad. I was supposed to have a session on Call Up on Warzone with the boys tonight, and I've got to discuss a trip we're going on, but I don't know. I've got all nostalgia. I can do it. I've got all day off tomorrow. I'll play some Xbox tomorrow. PS2 Slim is $740. Yeah. But still, I thought like if it's not high in demand, I thought it still might be cheap. Like in the UK, it seems to be like the retro gaming scene's kind of kicked off a bit more. Like it's getting really popular now here, which is why things are getting more expensive. I mean, that could be just general inflation anyway, but like the demand for sort of Super Nintendo and sort of Mega Drive games and stuff. Do you know what? This is actually quite a nice drawing. It's just a shame it's in this pink. This is like a proper old school. Well, not old school, but, you know, kind of similar to the originals that I did. Yeah. Like, how much would it be for you, Ernie, to if you say bought one off, I don't know, American or UK, Amazon or eBay? Like, how much would the import cost be, or import cost, the delivery cost for you? colour's kind of growing on me. It's not a bad colour, it's just not the most, visually, like you can't really see it. That's the problem with it. It's definitely not the worst colour I've used. I'd say last week's one was pretty shit. I actually don't really like that drawing. Well, no, the drawing itself's fine. The colour is gash. I really don't like that colour. Was it grape? I think it said it was. Yeah, the PS2 Slim that mentioned was from the US import price. Oh, right, okay, I see. Yeah, last week's one was dog shit, wasn't it? Although there's a 300 million estimated games in India. Majority is mobile gaming. But then again, not console gaming. Yeah, mobile gaming is a weird one. Like, I'll play like a couple of little games whilst I'm on the toilet, but that's about it. Like, yeah, I don't get it. Because you can make an absolute fortune from mobile gaming. I've not even checked my battery. 29%. Oh, we've got ages yet. A nice steady 2-hour stream. Been good as well. $560 million. The God of War moat has to be Snake. Yeah. The population boom. On the old Nokia 3210s. 10 million hours. I have actually had fun drawing this one today. It's because I'm drawing it a bit more freely than the other ones. Like the last two, I don't think really suit this kind of stream, just kind of going. Just maybe drawing a bit faster, a bit looser. Blimmin' heck. The wedding man. Whose wedding is it? Or you're not at liberty to say. Which is fine, by the way. It's a lot of weddings, though, isn't it, you've been to? Shish kebab. Oh, I could go for a shish kebab as well. Nice chicken one. There's a place up in the village that does amazing chicken shish kebabs. Ugh. Made myself hungry now. A cousin. Oh, right, okay. Is it in a mountain like before? Was it a mountain? Like really picturesque mountain range. Excuse me. Did it? Cities. Digital and disc. One of them's you need a disc. One of them's downloadable, is it? A mighty chicken. Oh, I love a chicken shish kebab. So chicken shish kebab with all the trimmings, like the veggies, but I have chili sauce on mine, and I get an extra pot of chili sauce as well. Oh, with paprika chips. Oh, yum. Yeah, I remember you saying the mountain one was chili. I don't know. Yeah, but digital's just, from what I understand, is diskless. Diskless. Not dickless, diskless. Yeah, so you download all your games as opposed to buying physical copy of the games. As I understand it. You'd have thought that would make it cheaper, but no. I think some are, but... PS5 digital does not have a 4K player. Does it not? Mm. I remember looking at the new Xbox, because I was going to get or I would like to get the new Xbox X Series X or whatever it is, and it's the same with that one, the massive one where it takes physical discs. That's 4K, but the other one is disc-less, and it's the same. That's not 4K either. But the price difference is quite a lot. I think it's like 150 quid, something like that. And I'm like, oh, it is tempting me, but I'm like, no. I'd tell you what I'm going to do, because I'm a good boy. I've said to myself, I'm not going to get myself a new console until I can buy it with the money that I've made from my artwork. Now that sounds ambitious, but I'm trying to make it as a way of disciplining myself to say, nope, you want treats, you've got to earn it. And I've got a lot of stuff to buy before then as well. Like, I've got a new printer to buy. I've got there's a load of shelves that I need to buy to store stuff on. Some paints and canvases I need to buy. What else? Oh, I was going to buy an iPad. And that's £1,000, so that's a big one. But the way I see it is, if I want an iPad and I want an Xbox after the iPad, that's why I'm going to have to start going bigger. I can't just be selling these for 200. I'm going to have to really step it up and start making some big pictures for maybe like £500, even £1,000. So it's just a way of getting myself to put the work in, kind of thing. But we are off to a promising start. I'll say that. Okay, I've detailed that. It's looking nice, isn't it, boys? Looking nice, this, isn't it? Coop, how's it going, my man? Good to see you. No, don't worry about it, mate. Always good to see you in here, even if it's just for a couple of minutes. You had a good week, a good weekend? Oh. Yeah, we're getting a new wave of not so great colours at the minute. Like, we had some nice reds and oranges, but we're getting into the weeds of some poopy colours now. So where are we with there? So we've just done that. It's grape purple, my arse. It's brown. The next one's not so bad. Then we've got meh. Yeah, so there's a few meh. 107's not so bad. Then these two pairs of nonsense. But then after this sort of wave of crap, we get into the business end of like the really nice purples and blues. In fact, I would say after this one, it's actually nice. Every colour's actually quite nice from then out. But yeah. Oh, you've got a new song. Oh, I need to have a look at that. I'm just going to do some vertical lines here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that'd be 58, 29, so it's 30, so it's 29 then 1, 29 again, so the 30th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There's your sunset. Oh, but I don't want to be Ah. Nice one, Coob. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah. I was just saying, I said earlier to the guys, Coob, that I nearly didn't stream this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I wanted to carry on with my original piece, but I just thought, no, stick to being consistent, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, see where 10 takes us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's good timing as well, that. While I play Star Trek Online. And there we have it. As a bonus, I will show you all my... I am actually really happy with that. I really like the drawing. I mean, the colour could be a bit more vivid, but... But the drawing itself I actually really like. I think it's come out quite good. And like I said, as a bonus, so this is how... I'll zoom out a little bit. And like I say, this is how the original piece came out. So that's the whole That's the whole page covered. Can you see that all in there? If, how's it going, my man? Good to see you. Went through the process fast, nice. Yeah, that's the well, that's it all blocked in. I'll probably tinker with it a little bit more, but yeah, I'll be detailing that next week. So hopefully it'll look even better. Oh, thank you, Coob. Yeah, so like because I managed to finish this on last night at about 9ish. I just thought I really want to carry on with this because I was really getting into it. And what I am going to do, I've got an A3 dot grid pad, so I'm going to cover this entire light board with one big sheet because it saves me moving it about. Because like the position of my hand was all weird, so I learned that as well. But oh, my daughter's game came. I need to give her that. So yeah, that's why I nearly called it off, but I thought no. And that's the drawing I've done today. If, like I said, the colour's not the best, but the colour's okay. It's just not the most vivid. Yeah. Oh, thank you, gents. Yeah, like I say, I'm hoping to finish that. Well, no, I should finish that probably on Tuesday. I reckon I could probably have all that detail done. And then I'm going to carry on with this one. And that'll be all neon colours and stuff. But yeah, stuff's coming together. It's coming together. But yeah, that's today's one. I actually really like it. It's one of my better drawings that I've done, actually. I really like that. I just wish the colour was a little bit more vivid. But I'm going to call it there, gents, because I'm busting for the toilet. And my battery has just pinged, so it's going to die. But it was a good stream, like 2 hours? Just to shade it. Well, 2 hours 20, innit? Yeah. But thank you all for popping in. Coob, If, Dead Hand, Uni. Always good to see you guys, even if it's just for a few minutes. I always appreciate you popping in, hanging out, liking, and all that kind of stuff. So what am I going to do at the weekend? So the weekend, my plan is to do more of these. So I love these. Love them. They're some of my favourite drawings to make, but it's been difficult to find time. And the last two that I've done, so them two, have been a little subpar. Not bad, but could do better. So I want to carry these. I'm going to try and find time on Sunday to do this. So have a look out on Sunday. And if I get time as well, I'm going to carry on with this one. I'll detail that one. So I don't know what time. It could be any time, but I'll try and pop on. But thank you all, everyone, for stopping by. I might see you in the weekend. If not, have a very, very good weekend, and I'll hopefully catch you on Monday. So have a good one, guys. Thanks again, and I'll catch you later.